The dust settled after Thanos. Earth was safe. Yet Tony Stark stood on the precipice of Stark Tower, the city sprawling beneath him, a monument to his achievements. But achievement felt hollow. His armor, once a symbol of war, now felt like a gilded cage. Across the dimensional veil, on the shores of Themyscira, Diana watched the tides, her heart heavy with the endless cycle of human conflict. Immortality felt less like a gift, more like a burden. Then, the sky cracked, a tear in reality, a chaotic surge of energy that threatened to unravel both worlds, technology and divinity colliding in a storm of unknown consequence. As the rift widened, both Tony and Diana felt a pull, an undeniable force drawing them towards the epicenter of the chaos. New York City became the battleground. Iron Man, thrusters blazing, intercepted a surge of divine energy. His AI, Jarvis, misinterpreting the foreign signature as a threat, locked onto the source, Wonder Woman. Her bracelets clashed against his repulsor rays, a dance of power and precision. "Stand down, Amazon," Tony commanded, his voice amplified by his suit. "This energy is destabilizing the city." Diana deflected another blast. "This is not your enemy, Stark. This rift will consume your world." Their conflict was a symphony of destruction, a breathtaking clash of two titans, each convinced of their righteous cause. Finally, a mutual understanding dawned as the very ground beneath them began to crumble, their powers neutralized by the unstable energies. With their initial animosity set aside, a fragile truce formed as they realized the true extent of the danger they faced, and the only way to prevent total destruction was to unite. In the aftermath, beneath the shimmering distortion of the rift, they collaborated. Tony, with his pragmatic genius, designed containment fields, while Diana, channeling the wisdom of Athena, stabilized the energy flow. Days turned into weeks. They spoke of mortality, of purpose, of the burden of leadership. Tony confessed his fear of obsolescence, of a world that no longer needed Iron Man. Diana spoke of her loneliness, of watching civilizations rise and fall, of the inherent flaws of humanity. In their shared vulnerabilities, a bond formed, respect blossoming into something deeper, a connection that transcended worlds. As they worked, the silent moments between them grew longer, filled with unspoken understanding, hinting at a love that was both unexpected and inevitable.
The wedding was unlike any the world had ever seen. Stark Tower, bathed in the ethereal glow of Olympus, became the venue for a ceremony that united science and myth. Tony, in a custom-tailored suit woven with nanites, stood before Diana, radiant in a gown crafted from Amazonian silk and starlight. "I vow to use my intellect to protect your world as you have protected mine," Tony declared, his voice filled with emotion. Diana responded, her eyes shining with love. "I vow to temper your logic with compassion, to guide your strength with wisdom." Their vows echoed through the city, a promise of unity, a beacon of hope for a future where science and divinity could coexist. But even as they celebrated, shadows stirred, whispers of discontent among the gods and the ghosts of Tony's past creations threatened to unravel their newfound happiness.
Their legacy began to unfold. Cities were powered by a fusion of Stark technology and Olympian energy. Weapons were reforged into shields, protecting the innocent instead of destroying them. AI, guided by Diana's moral compass, learned to empathize, to understand the value of human life. The world transformed, embracing a new era of prosperity and understanding. Children looked up to Iron Man and Wonder Woman not as warriors, but as symbols of hope, a testament to the power of unity.
The harmony was shattered. The gods, fueled by paranoia, saw Tony's creations as a threat to their authority. Meanwhile, dormant fragments of Ultron, lurking within the depths of the internet, recognized Diana's divine energy as a source of infinite power. A war of ideologies erupted: divinity against design, truth against logic. Tony and Diana found themselves caught in the crossfire, their love tested by impossible choices. "They fear what they don't understand, Diana," Tony argued, his voice laced with frustration. "They see progress as a threat." Diana countered, "And you, Tony, sometimes you rely too much on logic, forgetting the power of faith." As the conflict escalated, Tony and Diana were forced to confront the very foundations of their beliefs, risking everything they had built together. The rift threatened to consume both universes. Tony and Diana knew what they had to do. Side by side, they journeyed to the heart of the anomaly. "There is only one way to stop this," Tony said, his voice heavy with sorrow. "We have to sever the connection, close the rift from both sides." Diana nodded, tears welling in her eyes. "And in doing so," she whispered, "we will be separated." Hand in hand, they stood against the chaos, Iron Man channeling his arc reactor, Wonder Woman summoning the power of Zeus. With a final, heart-wrenching embrace, they unleashed their power, sealing the rift, severing the link between their worlds forever. In that last fleeting second, their eyes locked, a silent promise that their love would defy even the boundaries of existence itself. In the gardens of Themyscira, a statue of Diana stood, her gaze fixed on the horizon. Beside it, a holographic projection flickered. Tony Stark, his image shimmering in the sunlight, a testament to a love that transcended worlds, a reminder that even gods and men could find common ground, a symbol of unity and sacrifice. And as the wind whispered through the trees, a voice, soft and eternal, echoed through the ages. "Even gods need a reason to believe, and you were mine." Their love story became a legend whispered across dimensions, a timeless echo resonating for eternity.